Hello everyone and welcome to part 2 of the Dragon Ball Revenge of King Piccolo playthrough. I actually wanted to say Advanced Adventures. I don't know if I'll ever actually do that game. I probably will. Probably should. I don't know. Um, but yeah, the second part. Yeah, and it's a weird place and gotta still get the Dragon Balls. Woohoo! So yeah, last part, we kind of just got introduced to the gameplay style here because this ain't no Budokai. This ain't stuff that your grandpa played, even though story-wise it's older. But you know, so it's different, and we fought a boss and stuff. I think, yeah, I think so. Um, and yeah, we're we're still looking for them Dragon Balls though. Um, so yeah. In terms of story, you can obviously tell. I don't know if I said this, but it starts with the Red Ribbon Army saga and goes all the way till the end of Dragon Ball, minus I guess the Teen Goku arc where he's you know adult-ish, but he's supposed to be a team or a team. Um, Yeah, it doesn't do that. I don't know why it doesn't do that. That always bummed me out because both this game and Advanced Adventures, they never did that part, and I was like, why not? That part's the best. It's like the best part, and it's like Dragon Ball Z-ish, and he's like adult Goku, but even younger, because that's what a teen means. um, so that sucks. But so yeah, they don't do the first saga with Dragon Ball. Um, Although it's not like you're really missing much. It's not really too action packed, so I can kind of understand why they didn't do that. But yeah, and here we got a little platforming sequence with these flying things. They're gonna be doing that a lot throughout the game. Uh, so get used to seeing those fuckers. Not too bad. Sometimes I think I might have said it, but sometimes I might screw up on the platforming here and there. It's whatever. The only thing that kind of sucks is it takes off a lot of health if you do fuck up and like fall, and that's just lame. I hate that in any kind of platformer or like a beat 'em up like this. If you fall or fuck up in platforming, like you lose a bunch of health or something. Like the punishment should just be doing it again or something, not losing health. But here we have a new enemy type. These fucking giant. Well, they're not really that giant, but kind of semi-giant robots. And the gimmick behind them is after you beat them up, you can use them to, I guess, just ground pound them and blow up things. We'll be using that later to, I think, blow up some like ground to fall through. Um, but yeah, the only thing that's annoying is that you have to do that every time you beat them. So like if it's just one of those guys left and there's like no other enemies or you don't have to use them for platforming or anything, then it's like you have to waste your time, doing some kind of professional wrestling move on him. I think that's called something. I can't. I don't. I was never into wrestling. Um, but yeah, and shit. I try to get this item over there, but you get it later on in the level. For some reason, I thought you could make that jump. Yeah, I hate that stuff too in like platformers, collectibles, whatever. Like where you think you could get it now and you spend like an hour trying to get it, but then 10 minutes later in the level is when you're supposed to get it, and you're just like, oh well, fuck me. Oh boy. But yeah, one thing about this game that when I think about it, mentioning Advanced Adventures, is it's kind of pretty much Advanced Adventures brought into 3D. Because Advanced Adventures was your typical uh, beat 'em up, side scroller beat 'em up, and this is the same thing, just kind of 3D. Um, so yeah, I never really thought about that when I played the game as a kid. Well, I don't even know how old I was. I think I got this in 10. I got this the Christmas. I got Raging Blast as well. So I got this and Raging Blast, and I don't like Raging Blast 1 whatsoever because I think the story mode is garbage. Um, so yeah, I got a lot of enjoyment out of this one more so and I did that. Um, yeah. The one thing that's gonna suck throughout this playthrough, and I already know, I'm gonna have to get a guest commentator. I'm gonna be running out of shit to talk about real soon, cause as any beat 'em up game goes, it's the same shit over and over. Not that I hate when people, or just like maybe reviewers or journalists, whatever, like kind of knock off points for repetitiveness, because like in every game you're doing the same shit. It's just like maybe a different place, or maybe you have new weapons or new equipment to mess around with or something. Like, I mean, Call of Duty. Like you're shooting guys here, okay, and then next level, oh, you're shooting them in a different place, or oh, now we're playing capture the flag or something. I mean, it's technically different, but it's still the same shit. It's so in that essence, wouldn't it be repetitive? But no, because it's, I guess it's a little bit different. So I don't know. I don't, that argument of repetitiveness. Sometimes it holds up, sometimes it doesn't. And I mean here, yeah, I could kind of see it, just because yeah, it's a Dragon Ball license game. It's obviously not going to be super deep, so we are going to be doing a lot of the same shit over and over. But I don't know. That's just what I think, because I hear a lot of like the repetitiveness of like Dynasty Warriors, because I've been playing Hyrule Warriors. I've been hearing that's like I guess a flaw to the game. It's just like, I mean, not really. You're playing as different characters sometimes, or using different weapons, or it's a different map, or the mission objection or objective is different. It's not really like you're actually like legit doing the same thing over and over. I'm just ranting on that just to talk about something, but that's just what I think, and yeah. Here we got a little waterfall section thing, and earlier we were using those robots, like I said, to break the floor. Um, and I don't think we fight a boss here, and I don't really think they have like a, well, I was gonna say they don't really have a gimmick here, but I guess these fish try to come up and eat you, but it shows where they're gonna land, so just dodge roll out of the way, and it's no problem whatsoever. This is a baby's beat 'em up. It's really easy. Um, like I said, minus the platforming, because I fuck it up sometimes, and that can like take your life away like nobody's business, and then you get a game over or some shit, or lose a life. I actually don't know if there's lives or if you just get a game over. I don't think that's ever happened, or if it has, it's been a while. um, but yeah, that was that. Wow, look at them fishies go. Oh, and I guess I lied. We are actually fighting a boss. Another one of these robots. Yeah, oh, I was about to say, oh, it's General Silver, or Colonel, whatever. Lieutenant, I don't fucking know. um, but no, it's just one of his workers, so who cares? Here's, I guess, a new kind of mechanic. They have this, like, shield thing, almost, as if they're charging up to do the biggest spirit bomb ever. Um, and you just kind of, you could either break it by punching it, or they will use it to buff their move or something, and then they'll leave themselves open. But basically, you just can't do damage to them while they have it on, and that's really all it really changes. You can still beat them up, although they don't like have a damage animation. It's like they're just kind of standing there, not really flinching or anything. So that kind of stinks. You don't want to just willy-nilly keep on beating them up, because you'll get hit. But yeah. And then once they're about to get the shield back, just block it so that way you don't get hurt. And yeah, you're golden. It's pretty easy to tell when they're going to put it back up. It's very scripted, you can totally tell. Yeah. And that's all she wrote. That was pretty simple. Like, unfortunately, these cutscenes in game aren't voiced, so it's like usually I'd cut to when they start talking, but they don't talk. They have certain cutscenes like where it's like a Persona game and they got the still images talking, but nope. Whoa, yeah, whoa, he's falling. So yeah, that's a level. Oh boy, I'm gonna need to get a fucking guest commentator. Don't. Yeah, I probably will. I'll see who I can get because I want to get more people other than just Justin or Alex. Um, but yeah, I think a cutscene should be coming up soon. I know there's one at least somewhere in this part, buried beneath all the gameplay. And yeah, as you can see, this one only has 3 levels to it, and then cause I don't know if it's like there's sagas and then the sagas have levels, or oh, I'll explain later.
Colonel Silver, this weird kid took our Dragon Ball.
What? Where did the kid go?
He flew off, sir. He was riding this cloud-like thing.
A cloud. Is it that one? Take this!
Did you just shoot me down? What's wrong with you?
My, I'm impressed you're still alive.
Master Roshi gave me that flying Nimbus. Now it's gone.
Answer my question. Why are you collecting the Dragon Balls?
I'm not telling. Apologize for destroying my Nimbus first.
You cannot mess with the Red Ribbon Army and live, brat! I hardly need to waste my time fighting the likes of you. You! Beat up that kid till he can't move anymore. Go!
So yeah, we're fighting this generic guy, I don't even know the fucking name. The dude who you always see in any generic Dragon Ball beat 'em up thing. And in Dragon Ball he was gonna beat up the turtle. God damn it, how come I can't remember his name? And Goku punched his eye. That's all I remember from this guy, but yeah, we're fighting him. Not too bad as, I guess, kind of our first main boss. Like, I guess you could classify the others as mini bosses. But the same strategy applies. Use these things to get out of the way. Dodge roll all the time. Catch the bombs if you use them at him. I think, yeah, it breaks, well, does a lot of damage to his shield. Once the shield is down, you know, start wailing on him. Use the Kamehamehas if you got him. And just, yeah, wash, rinse, and repeat, and he's dead. But yeah, what I was saying earlier is how I'm not sure if it's classified, okay, like sagas, and then sagas have certain arcs to them, and then those arcs have the 3 levels, you know, or if it's just sagas, and then each saga has like a certain amount of levels. In any case, this part or section, whatever the fuck it is, only has 3. So I think, don't quote me on it, but I think every the last level of every arc, saga, whatever, has a boss. So, and we got him halfway down. So now he's going into berserk mode, and he's super duper stronger. Not really. But yeah, and as you could see earlier, the Kamehameha did a lot of damage. So use them if you got them. Don't use them on the shield though. Although it probably would break the shield in one hit, but you're better off just using it to actually damage him. But yeah, he's getting pretty simple. I think he just got easier. He just kind of stands there and does this like blade, like Getsuga Tensho shit. Although it's pussy shit, and then you just beat him up, and yeah, he's really easy. He's supposed to be.
No ordinary kid, are you? It's your life, then. You've got 5 seconds left of it.
Sir, something's up with the ball Colonel Silver's assigned to. It started moving north to General White's Dragon Ball.
What's going on? Contact Silver immediately.
I'm sorry. Commander, let me explain.
You've lost yours? How many enemies are you facing? Only one? A kid? You idiot! You'll pay dearly for this!
What do you think he could be?
Not a regular kid if he was strong enough to beat Silver. Contact General White. Finish off the kid and get that ball!
Yes, sir.
No one's gonna lay a finger on our Dragon Balls.
No one's gonna lay a finger on our Butterfinger. You tell him. I remember him having like some kind of Irish voice in the dub. I can't remember. Maybe that really is his voice. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've actually watched Dragon Ball. Um, but yeah, that's our first arc saga thingy, Mahuzits. Uh, and let's see here. I know I show it off a little bit at the end.
Choose what saga you
Yeah,
want to try out.
here's our next one. Yeah, it's because that's still technically part of the Red Ribbon Army saga, but it didn't say it anywhere. So I guess yeah, that first what we just did or just completed was called the Red Ribbon Army saga for some reason, even though it just started it. And now yeah, we're doing the Muscle Tower stuff. So I'll see you guys in part 3. We'll start that shit. Take care.